Before we get started, I want to put a disclaimer out there. I do think cloud gaming does have a future, but as far as it being a globally accepted and even nationally accepted way to play games, in the United States that is, and in Europe, we are definitely not there yet, and we have quite a ways to go still. So taking that into consideration, let's get started. What's up everybody, welcome back, and in this video we're going to be discussing
Resident Evil 7 on the Nintendo Switch.
Anyway, yeah, Capcom announced it for the Switch. It's going to be coming out on May 24th. However, the catch is that this game will be completely streamed to the Switch. It won't be running on the Switch. This is not a port. Don't be confused that this is actually running on the system hardware. It is not. It is a completely streamed game from the internet, and it requires you to have an internet connection 100% of the time or your game will not run. And on top of that, this game is a rental. This is not a purchase. You cannot buy this game. You cannot own this game. This is a rental only. Even though they don't say it is because even your save file is on the cloud. Your save file will be subject to deletion if you do not renew your subscription to this rental. Basically, they give you 180 days to play the game for approximately $20, give or take, when you round out the conversion of the yen, which the game is only available in Japan for now. But as we know, you can get this game on the Nintendo Switch eShop since the system is region free. However, the game does not support English subtitles as of yet, according to the information we have so far. Now, when I first saw this information, I thought this wasn't that big of a deal. Like, hey, you know, if you want to try this game out, no big deal. You can spend the $20 and play the game for 180 days, which is basically half a year, and then you gotta pay another $20 for another half a year. So on the surface level, knee-jerk reaction probably, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. However, when you think of the long-term effects of this, I really can't support this long-term. I think it's a really bad thing to support as a consumer. It is basically a game that you will never own, and you have to continually pay money to keep playing. And your save will be deleted if you don't renew your subscription to it after those 180 days are up. Resident Evil 7 on the Switch, it will be extremely limited since you won't be playing the game at home, thus negating the portability aspect of it, since it would be very limited as soon as you walk out that door. If you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, your gameplay session will end. I think this is a really terrible way to play this game, especially since we heard rumors that Capcom was testing out the game running on the Switch early on in the lifespan, asking for more RAM. And what do they do with this announcement? They give you a streamed game and not the actual game itself running on the system that you could play anywhere at any time. That's the whole point of putting the game on the Switch. If you just stream the game to the system, I don't see any reason to buy that game, really. And therefore, I cannot say I support this on the Nintendo Switch. If Capcom was bringing the actual port, the game itself, running on the system itself that you could play anywhere you want and on TV and docked mode and whatnot, then yeah, I would be supportive of that. However, with this expensive rental with a save file you never actually own, I cannot suggest to my subscribers, the fans, you guys out there, to go and put your money on this game when there's way better options available to play on other systems that you can actually keep the game and own it yourself. Now, if you want to get this game on the Nintendo Switch in the Japanese eShop and pay the $20 or whatever, that is totally up to you and it's your decision. I'm just saying, for me, I cannot recommend this, and what I do suggest you fully support with your money would be games that developers put actual effort to run on the Nintendo Switch hardware itself. I'm talking about Wolfenstein 2, Doom, Skyrim, Outlast 1, Outlast 2, games that are actually being developed to run on the hardware itself, taking advantage of what the system can do. You know, Nintendo put chips that run games in their consoles for a reason, right? If they were meant to just be streamed from the internet, you could actually do that with the Wii. The Wii is Wi-Fi enabled as well. You could stream games on there in 480p if they really wanted to do that back in 2006. You see what I'm saying? If the system was meant to have games to be played like that since the beginning, then that's a totally different story and that's going somewhere else, obviously. It was meant to be played with games that you could actually own and keep with cartridges or digitally, and is meant to be played at home and as a portable on the go, right? So this type of experience and this type of development on the Nintendo Switch, I cannot support, I'm sorry. And if any other developer follows suit with this type of charging for a game to stream the game onto the Switch, and you don't get to keep your save file and you don't actually own the game, I definitely do not support that going forward. And I'm saying I don't support that if it's the only option they offer for the Switch. Like PlayStation Now, they do that as well, but they also offer a physical edition you can buy and purchase and keep, along with the option to stream a bunch of games for a monthly fee. I think for this particular instance, since it's one game like this and they're charging that much for it for 180 days and you don't get to keep it, I think it's a really bad decision, and I really hope this doesn't become the norm for games going forward. I think it's insulting actually to Switch owners. I suggest supporting the ports that developers really have pushed really hard and put a lot of effort into on the Switch, like the games I mentioned before, Doom, Wolfenstein 2. These games are actually working their magic to run on a system and make them look better than what was expected of it in the first place. I really suggest supporting those type of games, not something like this, because I can't help but feel cheated by this type of proposition by Capcom. Alright guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of opinions for and against this. So I've shared my opinion with you. Your opinion, of course, is your opinion, and if you have a good case for why you support it, I'm all ears, and if you have a good case for why you don't support it, I'm all ears as well. So if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and do follow me on Twitter, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Have a great day.